Hi guys, this is Mrs. Rosenberg here, and this is my final reflection and final lecture of the semester. I just want to let you all know that I've really enjoyed having each and every one of you as a student this semester. It's been such a strange quarter to have to do everything on Flipgrid and through videos, but I've really enjoyed seeing some of you completely come alive and really give me your all and creativity and energy and excitement in these videos. It's been super exciting to see. But I really just missed that in-person interaction with all of you. Okay, so I'm going to explain first of all your final assignment, which is a reflection, and do a couple of little reminders to you. And then I'm going to give what's called the last lecture, okay, which is often something that teachers will do and have done since the beginning of teaching, to give a chance to say goodbye and impart last bits of wisdom. All right, so first thing I want to do is you guys today are going to have to do a 5-minute reflection post, up to 5 minutes. So it may not be a full 5 minutes. But first, what I want you to do is look at the handout in Google Classroom, which is called Final Reflection Questions. And I want you to actually jot down your answers and think through your answers to each of these questions. Then I want you to practice talking about them, because what you're going to do in your reflection post is you're going to create a speech answering all of these questions. So I'm going to go through those questions with you now. The first question is, how did you grow as a performer this semester in drama class? So you personally, what did you do to grow as a performer? How have you stretched yourself? What kind of things have you learned that's making your performances better than they were at the beginning of the semester? Number 2, what specific skills in drama have you developed to make you a better overall communicator in all aspects of life? So how can you take what you've learned in drama and theater and kind of apply it to your relationships with your parents, with your friends, with your other classes, with your activities? How are you able to improve just your overall communication skills? The number 3 is, what performance skills are you actually working to perfect? So these particular things you're still struggling with and you really want to be better at them, and you're going to do everything you can to work on those. And number 4, what is your favorite part about taking a performance class? And do you anticipate taking more performance classes in the future at Westminster? And then the 5th thing is really just your personal statement to me or to your classmates or both. And I want you to tell me and your class what you're going to miss most about this particular relationship that we have, or this semester that we have. Some of you are 8th graders, so you're moving on to the high school, and I might not likely see you again in class as your teacher until junior year when you have English. I could get a lot of you in English. For those of you that are 7th graders, I look forward to having you next year again, and also hopefully having a lot of you in the play in the fall. So our relationship is continuing. But I want you guys to know that I'm still at Westminster, and I will be here for you no matter what. And you can come visit me, see me, and maybe even get involved in some service work with the theater, and I would love to help you with that as well. All right, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to answer those questions, and then you're going to post your 5-minute reflection to Flipgrid, and I'll show you an example of mine too, so you can look at that to see what I'm asking for. All right, now this last piece is really a final lecture. Okay, so it's just these last bit of things that I want to tell you. So I want to remind you that one of the things we talked about at the very beginning of the semester is that all of these performance skills that you're learning in class can really help and impact you as a communicator, and ultimately can help you communicate the word and your relationship with Jesus Christ to others. And that is a really strong importance for this particular subject area. It can also help you to give future speeches in classes, to have good discussions with your classmates, to be a good friend to others, to communicate better and more effectively with your parents, and really to eventually do better in interview situations and on the job. So some of those basic communication skills that I'm hoping that you are taking from this is to pay attention to your listening. That just as important, if not more important than your performance skills, is how well you listen and observe. All actors are constantly having to listen and observe in order to then imitate another person or character. So by listening and really tuning into what's going on, you're going to be a better communicator. The other thing I want you to really get from this class is that it's very important to speak clearly, to be articulate, all right, to make sure that we can understand what you're saying. A lot of communication is broken down because people just can't understand what you're saying. We tend to have mush mouth or would speak too quietly. We don't have strong ideas that we're communicating with a beginning, a middle, and an end to our points. So make sure that you guys are doing those. And those are skills you've learned here in the theater. The other thing I want you guys to take away is to be more aware of your nonverbal communication. What is your body doing? Are you making eye contact with others and inviting them to have conversation with you, or are you looking down and closing yourself off? Are you standing with confidence and authority, or are you slouching and looking like you are scared? Being aware of those body positions and the nonverbals that you're giving to people is very important into truly communicating how you're actually feeling and what you want them to think about you. I think a lot of times that I've talked about this before, people will walk down the hall in a very closed way and then wonder why no one talks to them. We need to be aware of what we're doing and how we're putting ourselves out into the world in order to invite communication and relationship with others. All right, guys, I really don't have much more for you. I cannot wait to see your final reflections post for me. I've enjoyed all of your creative videos, and I appreciate so much those of you that have put time and energy into your work. It has been super fun to see and watch you guys grow. I look forward to seeing you all next year, and I hope you have a relaxing and amazing summer, one where you can take care of yourself and your family and your friendships, and we will get back to regular life eventually. Bye, guys. God bless.